Oh, oh my, oh my goodness. Hello. Oh, oh my, oh my goodness. I am so slow. Oh my goodness, I am so slow. I'm so sorry, everyone. I'm so slow. I'm so sorry, everyone. Um. Okay. If you haven't already guessed, today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make animation in Krita. Now, basically, what Krita is basically this free animation slash art program that allows you to make, well, animations. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Let me share my screen with you guys, or with you, because there's only one person in the stream. All right, let me just share my screen. Okay, then. All right. Now, you can always just like go to Google and just look up how to make you can always just go to Google and type in Krita download for Mac or for iOS, and it should pop up. But make sure it has a little lock on the top left corner of the screen, otherwise it's not a safe website. Always download things like this on a safe website, otherwise you might have your info stolen. Thankfully, I've never had that happen to me before, but I know people who have had their info stolen because they didn't like go to a website that was actually secure. So make sure that you guys are safe when you're downloading things like these. All right, so this is just a file from episode 3 of Dragonus that I'm working on. This isn't what I'm going to be showing you guys today. All right, so if you already have Krita downloaded, it should look something like this. This is what it should basically look like. You have your little toolbox right here. It says toolbox, and it also has a specific color selector, but I don't really use this. I use the other, like this, the advanced color selector. It's a lot better in my opinion. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is go to new file. Click it once. Now you can click either one of these, but I like using the animation Japanese JP one instead of the EN. Now, um, don't worry if you don't have all this already set up for you. If you don't have all this along the side of the screen, then just go up, go to Window, then go to Workspace, and then you click on Animation, and then it pops up like that. Oh, cool, we got 3 more people. Nice. I mean, 2 more people since there was already one person here. Okay, so usually right up here is the brush settings. For now, instead of just drawing, like for the first few minutes, I'm just going to be going over what everything is, because I know not a lot of people are actually going to know that, like what these things are. All right, so as I mentioned before, this is your toolbox. Um, this tool right here, it allows you to draw these these really thin lines. It allows you to draw lines basically. I don't really use it that much. This is your square tool. It allows you to draw squares as the name suggests. Let me turn up the line thickness. All right, see? Now hopefully you guys can see that square better. Oh, and also, um, there's this special feature where you can undo like a certain part of what you've just drawn. So basically you just press Command Z. Oh, Adonai Animations is here. Thank you. That's going to be a daily thing every morning I'm going to be doing from now on. Every morning I'm going to be uploading a prayer video. So hopefully you guys can look forward to that. Now, right over here you have your circle tool. Once again, as the name suggests, it allows you to draw circles like this. That's not a perfect circle, it's a bit squished in, but it's fine. It's just rough. Now we have this. This allows you to draw basic shapes or whatever you want. See? You can actually use this if you're if you're drawing something like a building, you can use this. This is also very useful for drawing things like buildings. As you can see, I just drew a rectangle. But you can also draw other things, but my favorite tool is this line tool right here. It allows you to draw straight lines and curved lines. See? Very cool. I mostly use this tool when I am animating because it allows a lot more versatility, has a lot more versatility than the other tools, in my opinion. Now, right over here at the very back, this tool, this is the brush tool. It allows you to make basic lines, or you can go to the advanced color selector right over here. Just click on that, and then you can what color you want the lines to be. Now, right here is basically the fill in tool. It allows you to fill in certain traced in. Yeah, yeah. Um, it allows you to fill in certain places that you've drawn on. Right now, I haven't really drawn on anything yet, so let me just draw something, and then let me go down to this tool so that way I can select it, and then let me go back to the fill in tool so that way I can fill it in. That wasn't supposed to happen like that, but I guess you get the general idea of what was supposed to happen. Alright. And once again, the way that you undo things is just press Command Z. See? And then if you want to bring something back, then just press Shift Command Z and it brings it back. Command Z, Shift Command Z. Command Z, Shift Command Z. See? Okay. Now, this also allows you to make curved lines. It's like a mixture between the brush tool and the line tool. I don't really use it very often since it just seems kind of weird to me. But you can use it if you want. And also, this tool right here is very useful. I can see a lot of usefulness for this tool right here. It basically, okay, I didn't mean to draw that. Let's just undo that. I didn't mean for that to happen. Okay, so let's just. Okay, there we go. It looks like a ninja star now. Great. That's better. Alright, so this just basically allows you to, basically it just draws lines in 4 different quadrants of the page for you. As you can see right here, it allows you to make these really awesome designs. I've used this a few times. And also, speaking of making different lines in different quadrants of the page, here. Here is like this thing that is used for making symmetrical lines or symmetrical parts. Oh wait, hold up. Let me go back to the line tool. Alright, so basically, if you want to draw a head, but you're afraid it's going to look wonky or misshapen, then you can always just go to this tool right here and then draw one half of the head, and then it copies the other half, and that will save you a lot of time. I know it does save me a lot of time when I'm animating. Now you got your other tools right here. Um, I'm not exactly sure what this tool does. You got this tool right here as well. It's very strange. Then right here you got that ruler tool. Basically allows you to make straighter lines, but I don't really need it since this tool right here already allows me to make straight lines. And now you got these tools. This tool basically allows you to select square-shaped objects or rectangular objects that you've drawn into the frame. This allows you to select circular objects that you've drawn into the frame. This allows you to trace over objects and select the object, like no matter what weird shape it is, as long as it has a straight line. And this allows you to select specific parts no matter what shape they are, and it allows you to like move them over, color them. That I use this a lot when I can like, oh, and also one of the coolest functions is that like, hold on, let me just draw like a stick man or something. Increase the line thickness. Let me just draw a stick man for you guys, so that way I can like get my point across with this next thing. Alright, so one of the coolest things about this is that you can go around like certain parts of it, and then you can go up to this selector tool right here. It looks like a square with a dot in the middle. That's what it's going to look like. Select it, and then this thing right here, you can take it and you can drag it right over here, and then you go over here, and then you can move things around, and then you can pretty much just move like everything like for each frame, and it'll like make a tiny little animation. Like it'll help with animating a lot. Alright, so enough with fooling around with just the base frame itself. Let's go ahead and talk about the actual timeline. The timeline is this little thing right here. Oh, and also, this right here is called your onion skin. It allows you to see what you drew on the previous frame. Alright, so now that we have placed a blank frame down, and the way that you place down a blank frame is you just go over to here, right here. Allows you to place down like a blank frame. It's like a blank piece of paper. This button right here allows you to copy over frames. Like, let me just draw something over here. Then we go over to the second frame, and then we copy it down, and then it makes two identical frames. And if you don't want a second identical frame, you can always just go to this button right here, and you can delete that second frame that was identical to the first. Now, alright, what else have I not covered? This right here is how you play your animation. It allows you to go backward in the frames or go forward in the frames. This one just plays the animation, but as you can see, we don't really have any frames yet. Oh, and also, one of the most important things that you cannot forget when using Krita is to save. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do that right now. just press Command S, and this should come up, and then you can name the file that you want. I'm just going to name this example file. See, now it says example. Now, let's make a tiny little animation. It's going to be a very basic animation. You can do this along with me if you want to. Like, you can get out your computer, laptop, if you have a second phone around, or if you have like a tablet, then you can use that as well. Alright, let me just get it to the correct line thickness that I need. Alright, so I'm going to be using the line tool for this one. And we're just going to be doing a simple little stickman animation just to show you guys another example. Alright. It's a bit close to the ground, but we can always erase. Oh, and also the way that you erase lines is you can just go up here and you can also select the brush to make it a bit easier. That's what I'm going to do right now. It's fine, man. Besides, Krita is free. Krita's free. You can always just download it. Like, just type it into Google and download it. Alright, now I'm going to go over here to the circle tool. And we're actually going to make this circle right here because I'm going to go down to here. I'm going to trace around it with this tool. Then I'm going to go to the select tool and then re-enlarge it. See, that was a good use of the tracing tool. Now let's go ahead and let's just make a little pose. Let's try to do like a punching animation. Like a tiny little punching animation. Oh wait, I drew the stick man on the wrong frame. Let me just delete the past frame behind me and then drag this frame to the frame where the original frame was. See, now you got this little stick man doing a pose, but we're not trying to make poses, we are trying to make an animation. So what you're going to do now is go to this little light right over here and then click on it, and then now let's go over to that tracing tool again that I was talking about. Now get ready, because you guys are about to see something a bit weird. Put the joint at the shoulder. Y'all see that? That is the onion skin. It allows you to see what was on the past frame, if I haven't said that already. Now let's just drag this over here so that way I can select a specific part of the arm, then put the joint right here, move it inward. Now we reselect the entire arm, and then we put it right over here. See? Now just turn off the onion skin so that way you guys can see. See, now it's moving. Now it's moving. Making progress. Let's turn back on the onion skin. Then now let's go over to the second frame, copy down let's go over to the third frame, and then copy down the second frame, so that way we can finally start getting this. Now I'm going to try to have this arm move as much as possible in a short amount of time. And the way that I have to do that is make rapid jumps forward. Now actually, before I put this arm back down, let me go ahead and fix it up a tiny bit, because it's looking a bit chewed up. There. Wait, hold up. It's a bit lopsided. Make sure it's straight, and there we go. Better. Now we take the eraser and we smooth out all those rough edges. You don't have to do this right now. I'm just doing it because I'm a perfectionist. You can always do it after you're done making the animation, and then you can go back and clean things up. But I like to do it along the way to save time. Now, crossing is in the middle of the selector, so that way you can just move it around like this. But I sometimes just move it around wherever to sort of create like a joint in like an arm or a leg, to like help everything move around. So that way I don't have to constantly redraw things. Oh, nice, we got 4 people. Now let's just copy the third frame onto the fourth, and then let's just keep this going. When you really boil everything down, it just comes down to how patient you are and how steady your hands are. And also how you can like imagine different things. It always takes a lot of imagination with animation. And make sure not to rush, otherwise your animation is going to come out like crap. So just take it easy and just go at your own pace. Now, since the arm got a little bit messed up, since the left arm got a little bit messed up, let's go ahead and fix it. Wait, hold on. Let me turn off the eraser. That's one of my mistakes that I keep on making is not turning off the eraser when I should. And please remember to turn off the eraser like when you're not using it, because then you can end up like making the perfect line, tracing the well, it's sort of like that, but like you can't just copy other people. Like you can't just copy other people. Like you have to just do something and just try it out, experiment with different things. Like just sort of find your own style that you like. Especially with your own art style. Just figure out what art style you want to have. Like, just create your own art style. You don't indefinitely have to do that, but that's what I want to do. That's what I did. I created my own art style. Alright, so let's just check what we have so far. Let's just highlight all the frames that we have drawn. Why is the speed at 30? Um, this is looking a bit weird. Let's just slow it down. That's a bit too slow. That's better so that way you guys can see the frames actually moving together. Yeah, imagine what you want, then do it. Just imagine what you want to happen and just sort of figure out what, like, how you want to do that. Like, how you want to do it. Let's go over to frame 5, copy down frame 4. Now let's go back over to this tool as usual. And let's just go ahead and do what we've been doing. Now I'm going to move this up like that, so that way the shoulder joint is like that. Then I'm going to select this part of the arm, put the joint right over here where the elbow should be, and then move it around. Let's try to make that arm a bit more straight. You know what, I might just have to redraw this. Let's take it back down to 12. Bit too long. Thank you. I appreciate it. Wonder how long we've been going on the stream. 43 minutes and 50 seconds. Alright, because it's a weekday, this live stream isn't exactly going to last like as long as my usual live streams would. Like, I'm not going to be here for like 2-3 hours because I actually have school work to do. So in maybe 5 or 10 minutes, the stream is going to end. But I'll try to teach as much as I can before that. Alright, let's go ahead and just move this out of the way. And always remember to Command S. Always remember to save, people. It's Command S. Alright, so now that we have this basic arm moving, to make it seem a bit more realistic, we are going to have the left arm right over here, we're going to have it move back while this arm is moving forward to make it seem a bit more, realistic. Because when you see a fighter throw a punch, like if they're right-handed, you see their non-dominant arm go backward a little bit to sort of emphasize, like to sort of maximize the amount of impact that's happening when they punch. So that's what we're going to try to do. It shouldn't be too difficult. Once again, I do encourage you to download Krita. Once again, it's free. And it's also a great animation program for beginning animators. Wait, I forgot to turn back on the onion skin. Oh wait, crap. That's one of the things that you gotta watch out for. Sometimes when you select something and then move it over and then go back onto another frame, it like when you go back to the frame that has the part selected, it selects other parts as well, like parts that you don't want to have selected. So now let's go ahead and let's take the joint and move it over. Now let's go ahead and sort of curl the arm inward. Sort of like that. Yes, you can get it on your tablet. You can always get it on your tablet. It's available for pretty much anything that can run it. Like, it's available for Mac, iOS, tablet. If you want to try it on your phone, you can, but I wouldn't recommend it. Alright, now we're going to do something a bit different. So we're going to go back up to the line tool, let's have it back up at 12. Let's have the line thickness back up at 1250. The reason why I wouldn't recommend that you download it on your phone is because Krita is a very, very large program, so it could end up crashing your phone if you're not careful. But it's okay for your tablet if you want to download it on your tablet. But if you want to download it on your tablet, I recommend that you get like a stylus for it, like a stylus pen that goes with the tablet. Because if you try to do it with your fingers, then you might run into some problems with like your hand touching the screen and making unnecessary lines that you didn't want to make. Let's go ahead and add it like that. All right, now let's go ahead and erase this arm right here, because if we have it here, it's gonna look weird. You're welcome. No problem. Hearing some noises outside, not really sure what it is, but hearing noises outside and investigating is how people die in horror movies, so I'm probably not going to go out there. There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry about that, people. Or, yeah, people, because there are two people. Alright, let's go ahead and redraw the arm. Oh, and another thing is that the lines sometimes snap in different places. Sometimes they like go to different places where you don't want them to go. Hold on a minute. Alright, sorry for that disturbance once again. Now, basically what you're going to do is just keep on tracing over that arm that we drew already. And then just get rid of the previous arm that was already there. Just move it. that. Okay, so now we have about 5 frames, well 6 if you count frame 0. Now let's go ahead and play it. Oh, oh my goodness, it looks like he's actually like, it looks like he's like alternating hands. See? There you go, it looks like he's alternating hands. Like he's training or something. Of course, it does look a little bit, it does look a little bit delayed, like on that little impact right over here. That's where it looks delayed, if you guys can see that. Alright, so about right here is where it kind of looks delayed. So I think what I'm going to do is just increase the frame rate by just a little bit, like increase the play speed. Thank you. Now, as a challenge, I encourage anybody watching this stream, whether you're watching it right now while it's live or whether you're watching it after I've already recorded it and uploaded it, I challenge you to download Krita and try to do something like this, and maybe just post it on your Instagram and just like at me in the post, and I will see it, and I will actually just try to put together a little compilation of everybody who has tried to participate in this little challenge. Um, so yeah, just try to make a little animation. It doesn't have to be anything too spectacular. Don't overwork yourself, or at least try not to. But do try to like work hard on it, and just like put it in your Instagram post. Oh yeah, I have a microphone. I actually do have a microphone. Like it's a little studio microphone that I actually not really using it. I'm not really using it because like I'm still like working out the kinks with like working on how to use it. Anyway, this animation has been playing for a while. Let's um, stop. All right, there we go. Now, once again, um, if you want to participate in this challenge, then go ahead, create an animation, post it to your Instagram, and then at me in the post, and I will include you in a compilation of everybody who participated in the challenge. My Instagram. Hold on, let me see if I can. Let me just put it in the live chat really quick. Let me just type it in. Give me a second. All right, so that is my Instagram. My Instagram is the new spy. That is THENEWSPI. That is my full Instagram. Just type it in on the search bar in Instagram, and it should pop up. I have the same logo, and you are very welcome. No problem, man. All right, so in the next lesson, I think I should cover how to like actually move your characters around with like walking animation and things like that. And then after that, maybe I'll do something like fighting animation. Because after you do things like this, you do walking, and then after that, we can move on to fighting animations and then like even bigger things from there. But once again, I challenge you guys to do this. I challenge you guys to do this. And I hope you guys do well. And also have a very blessed day. Have a blessed day, you guys. Um, and yeah, I really need to go start on my homework. So I will see you guys tomorrow during the prayer. And also, hopefully, I can do a live stream tomorrow. Goodbye. Have a blessed day. Remember that God loves you. God loves each and every one of you. And don't ever think otherwise.